Face acceptance technology is proper more than subtle, in several firms pretending it can, though, recite our attention and discover suspect behavior. But which implications does the include for confidentiality and civilian civil liberties? Face acceptance technology has been about for many decades, but it has been progressive in leaps and bounds in latter year due to woo in computational sight and synthetic intellect, artificial intelligence, technology expert tell. It is now creature utilized to identification human beings at national borders, open clever phones, place criminals, and certify banking business transactions. But several technology firms are pretending it can as well evaluate our emotion country. With the 1970s, psychologists say they include been capable to discover lie attention by student the micro-expressions on whose person in photographic and live video. Algorithms and top determination cameras can knob the trial fare as exactly and more rapid, technology firms tell. Youre already vision it utilized for business need, explains Oliver Filippo, an specialist in live video observation at IHS Markit. A superstore might use it in the aisles, not to identification human beings, but to analyze who came in regulation of age and sort as so as their main sentiment. It can assist in aim sale and food accommodation. Marketplace study agent Kantar Millward Tan uses technology advanced by U.S. company Effectiva to evaluate how consumer respond to TV adverts. Effectiva accounting records live video of human beings' many faces, in their permit, later codes their expressions box by box to evaluate their sentiment. We interviewing human beings, but we get lot more than subtlety by as well looking at their expressions. You can see precisely that portion of an advertisement is work so and the emotion answer caused, says Graham Webb Page, operating CEO of Propose and Innovate at Kantar Millward Tan. More than controversially, a harvest of begin UPSR offer feeling detect for safety need. UK company We See, for sample, claims its AI technology can in fact place suspect behavior by read face cues unnoticeable to the unprepared sight. Tension, such as question and wrath, might be lie by the shallow indifference to the tongue a man is with. We See says it has been work in a top section organization in law coercion to analyze human beings who are creature interviewee. In next, live video cameras on a pipe plant plate could use our technology to discover suspect behavior and alarm authorities to a capacity bomber risk. This identical could be made in crowds at events, love soccer matches or policy election meetings. But Mr. Filippo is skeptical on the precision of feeling detect. While it comes just to identification many faces, down there are yet proper margins of mistake. The top firms complained they can identification human beings in 90%, 92% precision. While you try evaluate tension, too much, the profit of mistake gets considerably greater. How trouble confidentiality campaigners who terror face acceptance technology could do incorrect or biased judgments. Time I can think how down there are several truly helpful utilize cases. The confidentiality implications occurring of emotion observation, face acceptance and face profile are unparalleled, says Friedrich Kaltheuner of Confidentiality World. Simple face acceptance is contentious quite. The strength had developed its automatic face acceptance, African, framework, that uses video surveillance system type cameras and next software program to identification human beings of concern, comparing their many faces to a database of guardianship images. One man on an eminent order was identified and detained during 10 protocol of the technology creature developed at the Piece of Music Fest, says Scott Lloyd, the Africa draft lead for Southward Wales Police Force. And in July, Cardiff inhabitant Ed Bridges, provided by Freedom, began legislative activity versus the Strength, disputing how Africa disrupted human beings' confidentiality and lacked appropriate study, pavement the way for a top trial fight. But the technique is proper more than safe, says Patrick Gruther, Chief of Biometric Test at the Domestic Institution of Standards and Technique, a U.S. Fed agent who conducts study in face acceptance. He attributes the latter technology advance to the growth of convolution neuron networks, and progressive shape of car training how enables a lot more extent of precision. These algorithms enable computers to analyze images at various libra and angles, he says. Now can identification many faces lot more than exactly, though if they are partly shaded by sunglasses, or scarves. The mistake bet has go downward tenfold with 2014, though no algo is ultimate. We sees Mr. Fulton says his technology is just a instrument to assist human beings evaluate current live video length more than wisely. He adds how we see can discover feeling in many faces, as efficaciously as a humane can, in about 60%, 70% precision. At the time we can discover suspect behavior, but not intention, to hinder thing bad of event. But I believe the is wherever it is departure, and we are already making tests in the region. The sounds a move nearer to the before crime conception displayed in the science-fi movie Minority Group paper, wherever capacity criminals are detained up their crimes include though been devoted. A future anxiety for civilian civil liberties organizations? This key issue we ever ask ourselves is, who is house the technique and for which need, says Confidentiality World's Friedreich called Youre. Is it utilized to assist us, or to magistrate, evaluate and monitoring us?